Right? Doesn't
There's no
matter.
scum.
They're
There's no
ready
scum.
to. No scum. I
Take
love
that
you
back.
both. SKDC and Team Liquid, you guys are my favorites.
Yeah.
With a question mark. But no, both these teams, awesome. Know a lot of the players personally. They are absolutely awesome people. And I'm super stoked for this to be going underway. For those of you wondering, the face symbols, of course, with the sloth, is going to be Ruru. Stewie2K, Els, Ocean, Slummy versus Elige, Adren, Flowsick, Nitro, and Fugly. Round 1 underway.
And let's take a look at these positions. Look like Liquid's gonna have some quick long control, but Slemmy just caps the head of Elige. Adren is all alone blue bin. Nitro probably needs to come and help his teammate out here. He's completely contained. Bomb is back cat. SKDC in a 2-1-2 setup. Make that a 1 over there as Adren caps the head off of that. Takes down both players for long, and now Liquid's coming up cat.
So it's going to be a 4 versus 3 at the moment. Liquid Nitro trying to work his way out. Flowsick actually collects the frag onto Els. So it's going to be up to Ocean and Ruru here to put up some big numbers. Neither one of them have a frag yet. Ocean steps out initially, takes one down. Fugly on the trade out, so it's going to be the Ruru show if he can make it happen. Got a terrorist on his head though. Pulls out the knife as he's out of ammo. And Fugly was on top of him, gave him the best chance in the world to get the frag. Ruru could not collect it. That will be 0-1 in favor of Team Liquid.
Are we playing Mario Bros? Because he made him look like a Goomba there, like stomping on his head. But enough with the Mario Nintendo jokes. We got Liquid coming up 1-0. And now we see a scout buy and a force up by SKDC. So they're going to try to look middle. I think a good read by Liquid not buying up a scout and fighting that. Maybe they're anticipating it. Liquid kind of favoring that B side. They have 3 players over there. SKDC moving around very freely as it is an eco round. Bomb staying towards mid. It's just a Dread, making sure no one's playing or pushing lower. And Liquid is just working the progression around the map. Clearing out lower. I'd expect them to go catwalk, and Adren and Fugly are going to be going out long.
Committed to it here, trying to change things up a little bit if they're able to. SKDC reeling. Fugly will take down Ruru. Els will answer, though, before Fugly will go on the trade out there. Fugly's got both frags into the round so far. So 2 scouts coming out between Stewie2K, Ocean, Slemmy with a pistol. Ooh, Slemmy hits a nice pistol shot there. Stewie2K still battling, hits the headshot, and this has become a winnable round here as Nitro will take down Ocean and Slemmy, though, so it's all up to Stewie2K. Works his way up the ramp. Mac 10 comes out from Flowstick and shuts it down. That will be 0-2 in favor of Team Liquid.
Pretty well done there by SKDC. I mean, Liquid had a good read, got those entry kills, and then went long. But SKDC did a great job setting both of those scouts to just look towards that long crossing. You're able to pick off the bomb and then get a few kills after that. So good job putting some economic pressure on Liquid. But Liquid, no shenanigans, just buying up AKs right now. Out long, but there's 3 SKDC players here.
They're going to be trying to shut it down at long. Fugly's able to get one. Oh, no. Ruru kills his own teammate. Els falls to the pistol headshot from his own teammate as Slemmy gets a nice flash out. He's got to hit one of these shots. Can't quite collect it. So Stewie2K all by himself as Adren will take him down. That's going to be 3-0 in favor of Liquid.
And great job by Liquid there. They just went for the long push. The pre-flashes got the players at CT, making it a pretty straightforward take from them. And now we're going into this first gun round. I'm curious where, you know, if we're going to see anything special from SKDC on the first gun round. Let's take a look at the positioning. Looks like it's just going to be 2 players taking over long together for SK, and then Liquid have 3 players in B tunnels. Bomb is in dark spot. They're going to do a middle takeover, 3 players coming in from lower. Adren meeting up with them back hat along with Fugly. So they're all grouped up here. SKDC in a 2-3 setup. So there's not really anyone playing mid at the moment. Liquid could capitalize on this if they're able to get this read. Pop flash out. So they're doing a really quick mid B split here, putting a lot of pressure on SK.
Trying to force their way up at the moment. That's going to be Ocean trying to defend there with his teammates. Stewie2K as Fugly will gain some traction. Ocean steps out, hits 2 of those shots. Stewie2K will answer. And Ruru, so far, just alive with that -1, has yet to get himself a frag. Needs to get it. Fugly will take down Els. We're going to be 2-on-2 here. 1-on-1 battle in the B bomb side as the bomb is down. Stewie2K hits the shot. There's Ruru evening himself out. And finally gets a kill on the board. Ocean gets 2, though. Stewie2K gets 2. And that will put a round on the board for SKDC.
Well done by SKDC. I mean, I'm pretty sure Liquid did the perfect strategy in that situation. They're all grouped up in mid. They got an early read that there's no one middle to honor them, and then they did a very quick mid B split. But the players at B just did too good of a job holding the site on their own. So now we're going into another gun round for both teams. Bomb is over on that B side for Liquid. Liquid's throwing some stuff towards long, getting some counter flashes out of those hands of the CTs. The CTs playing a 2-1-2 setup, actually 1 and B, 2 middle and 2 at A, so a little bit different than our normal 2-1-2 that we see. They're going to do a head stack on mid, commonly called the NOA stack, but looks like Liquid gonna get a pop flash. That's gonna decimate this stack,
man.
and that's 2 free kills. Count them up for Elijah. And now it's a very standard mid B split. Stewie2K in the tunnels, got caught by that flashbang. Flowstick gets that kill, and now that's a bomb site for Liquid to work with.
So we're now into a 5 versus 2. Slemmy and Ruru left alive here. Both of them are at long A. They've committed now to the save into the round. But the hunt is coming out from Liquid. Look at them. They have 3 players down in CT. Now it's only 2 towards the A bomb site. One's going up mid. The other player leaving B at the moment. They're fully committed to it here as Slemmy's able to hit his shot. Now they know at least one is going to be in the pit. They're going to try and collapse here. Elige will be the one trying to work his way through these doors. Oh, Fugly hits the long-range headshot onto Slemmy. Here comes Elige, though. Ruru turns his back at the incorrect moment. Elige gets himself 3 on the round. Flowstick and Fugly get the other 2. That will make it 4-1. Liquid is up.
Great rebuttal by Liquid. Pretty much doing the exact same strategy, coming out middle, but instead there's 2 players that got caught by that pop flash. They're really exploiting this mid, and it's working great here. SKDC has a money reset where they're going to be ecoing a few P250s. They're all grouped up in middle. Looks like they're fast catting just about everybody on the squad, and they're still trying to figure out who's boosting who. And look, yeah, they're going to have 3 top mid, Ocean in middle, and it looks like it's just going to be a collapse to see what they can get. But there's only 1 player in middle. It's Liquid. It's Suicide with the bomb. So if SKDC can somehow isolate that guy lower and go for a Dren, get the bomb down, some interesting stuff can develop.
So into round 6 here. Guns up on Team Liquid. Nothing in the hands of SKDC except some upgraded pistols. It's going to be 3 P250s to be exact. Els will be the first one to peek out. Fires a silent shot. Flowstick's right there. He's going to get collapsed on, and he goes down, so that lower B man is out of the way. There's Ruru with the P250. Taking down Fugly as the terrorists have made their way to the A bomb site. That's going to be Nitro taking down Ruru on the catwalk. So it's going to be a 4 versus 3. 2 guns have been picked up successfully by SKDC, so they have a chance to make something happen here. But the 2 players with rifles will go on to the save. Actually, no, Ocean. Yeah, now Ocean's going on to save. Stewie2K trying to make something happen with that P250. He's just going to aggress here a little bit. Same with Slemmy at long. Slemmy goes down. But the 2 rifles will officially be saved between Els and Ocean as Liquid will pick up a 5th round.
Well done by SKDC to take that eco on CT as you need to, just completely gambling, giving up majority of the map. Els picks up a nice easy kill on the Elijah. Now he's going to be able to save this gun. So economic damage done to Liquid, very significant. SKDC surviving with 2 rifles, and I think probably in most cases you would save as CTs, but because the eco by SKDC was so successful, they're gonna force it up and buy here. 2 AKs coming out, one M4, and then it looks like it's gonna be 2 FAMASas. So everyone has rifles. It's a 3-2 setup for SKDC. Liquid going out long here, which is actually pretty hard for SKDC. The call to buy was a little bit late there, so they have plenty of map control to work with. Dren gets that entry onto Ruru, and now there's just spam through the smoke. They enter right back, so it's 4-on-4.
So Ruru down out of the way. Dren is out of the way also. It'll be guns up on both sides here. The 2 saved AKs in the hands of SKDC members. There's going to be Stewie2K with the Silence M4. Slemmy with the FAMAS. Going against 4 AKs right now. Head armor on the side of Liquid, which is going to help prevent damage from Stewie2K. And Slemmy, not so much against Els and Ocean, who at the moment both have themselves some AKs if they can make something happen. Lige will go down to Els off the catwalk. Fugly will answer, but Slemmy is there for the trade out, so now it's all up to Flowsick with 5 HP in the pit. Nitro rotating back in the direction of Long, and the 3 players alive from SKDC will be trying to collapse on this A bomb site, having a feeling their intuition is correct at the moment. Time is ticking down. After these nades go out, they will know for sure. Smokes come down, but there's a giant seam there. They can be hit. Stewie2K hits the first one, but Ocean goes down. Slammy trying to peek out. Stewie2K has rotated back to catwalk. It will be a 2 versus 1 as Nitro hits the bomb plant.
And here we go. Kind of comical that they actually threw both of their smokes to avoid that type of situation. But 1-on-2, Nitro just tapping crouch, exploiting that crouch animation, trying to isolate. Finally happens. Oh my god!
Oh my goodness.
2. And wow, that's the kind of situation you want to leave Nitro in. He's definitely going to be the clutcher for this team. They're going to put him in spots where he's kind of like the support role, which you're kind of curious, like, why would Nitro be in a support role? Well, he's just a little bit more experienced than Elijah and Fugly. And, you know, that's the type of stuff that, you know, you want to see from your experienced player in a clutch situation. Playing a 1-on-2 in bomb site A beautifully, crouch animation exploit, getting 2 1-on-1s, and just finishing off the opponent's Liquid in command, 6-1.
SKDC onto a pistol buy here. We're going to see 2 5.7s come out between Stewie2K and Ruru. Els with a P250 in hand. Ocean and Slemmy just sticking with the silence USPs for the moment. They're outgunned at the moment. If you look at the equipment value between the 2 teams, SKDC only with 3 grand, so it's almost a relative full save here between the teams. Only 1 utility nade left in the hands of SKDC. Elige will be the one trying to work out the long doors. Ends up taking down Els. Ruru goes for the repeat. Ruru gets railed with the last bullet from Elige's gun. That's a AK headshot. Now they're trying to take A up the catwalk. Nitro will hit the shot on the Slemmy. A is wide open at the moment. Flowsick on the flank watch will take down Stewie2K. So now it's all going to be up to Ocean here. 1v5, and he's just waiting for some exits.
Yeah, not much you can do from this point, and he's actually in a great spot to get exit kills. This is a very hard angle to clear out, and if by that little bit of elevation, you can see the head right when they're running up from spawn. You saw him pre-aiming it a little bit there, but Liquid playing this very smart, exiting all together in the safe spot, making sure they're just stacking all this cash. I mean, it's an eco round, for Christ's sakes, and there's 3 players below 40 HP, so it's a very, you know, very easy for some of these guns to come out of their hands, but they're playing it smart. All 5 alive, all 5 gaining tons of cash, and it's going to be a nightmarish half for SKDC throughout.
Yeah, as we enter round 9 now, SKDC going to go back onto a buy here. They don't have the greatest cash at the moment, but they're going to buy on all that they can. Not going for a lot of the head armor because going against AK is not going to do much there. That 1-tap will be a 1-tap no matter what, head armor or not. But Stewie2K trying to pick mid will take down Nitro with a beautiful shot down the seam, or as Mess would say, threading the needle perfectly. That is going to be round 9 entry frag, or initial frag, I should say, in favor of SKDC.
Yeah, well, great way to open that up, but Liquid taking away some map control now. They have Long. Slemmy has an op in sight, picks off Fugly. Just bad read there by Fugly. I don't know what you're thinking when there's already ops on the board. You're peeking out from pit. You should probably just be hiding at that point, waiting for your... You have the control. If anyone comes along, you can just surprise them. Just crouch, be safe, and that just wasn't on his mind. He's looking for kills, and he gets punished for it. Slemmy takes away that long control from Liquid. It's a 3-on-5. They need to just group up here, maybe even walk out middle, see what they can do, or just flat out go B. Looks like they're going to show signs of a mid-B split and then completely ignore it. Yep, it's just going to be a complete group up at upper B, and there's an op in the hands of Stewie2K in the way.
Stewie2K is ready with the op, hits the initial shot. 2 more players to take down. He hits the secondary shot onto a Dren as Ocean cleans up Flowsick. That will be a secondary round for SKDC. But at this point into round 10, Liquid has the lead 7-2, and SKDC showing a little bit of life now, but they definitely need to catch up. They have a chance to win the half officially if they can win every single round from here on out, which is going to be a tall order, especially with how well between Fugly and Nitro the T-sided team Liquid is playing.
Absolutely. They look very, very coordinated at the moment, and we see the same middle takeover from lower. 3 players getting that pop flash, taking over catwalk. Nades coming up, but there's no one to receive. SKDC in a 2-1-2. L's kind of backing up, smoking off Cat, giving that little extra support at A, but is in definitely a very mobile position. And they're set up on mid. They have full mid control. They can just walk out here and do a very quick mid B, which they've already shown that that strategy's in the arsenal for them. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to go for it again.
So round 10 underway, no picks for either team just yet. Getting aggressive out mid will be Team Liquid though. They're going to smoke off that CT, possibly try and turn this into a B split. No, they were just looking to see if they could find themselves a frag. Now possibly going to turn this into an A split as they have isolated the B players for the time being. Slemmy is there with the Alpha. Leash will walk through the smoke, get taken down and punished for that. So now it's going to be a 5-on-4 in favor of SKDC. If they can keep this rolling, that will pay off well for them as they're just slightly chipping away at the economy of Liquid here. And if they win this round, they're going to be pretty good. Oh, Slemmy missed the shot right there. Nitro completely blind though. Can he hit the secondary? And he will take it down, and a third for himself. Can he go for the fourth as Adren is out wide with the op in his hand? Adren misses his shot. Fugly will take down one. L steps up from the ramp, finally able to get himself a shot off. Got to pull out the pistol to take down Adren, and he will collect the frag. That is going to be 3 kills for Slemmy, 2 kills for Els, and that will make the score 7-3. Liquid will still be up, though.
Great answer by SK. Just really good defense there from Slemmy, opping from that truck area. They showed a smoke in middle on the left side of it, and they got a great read on an SKDC that there's probably going to be a player in CT spawn. Slemmy just perfectly pre-aimed onto it, gets that kill, and really just disrupted that whole strategy. I think if they timed that a little bit better and cleaned it up, they could have really surprised them at A, but it looks like SKDC had a complete read on it, and now it's a B eco for Liquid.
They're going to try and commit their way into this bomb site. They're going to step out. Tons of damage going out, all in favor of SKDC so far as Nitro's able to pick up one, able to pick up another one. That's a nice Tech 9 headshot there, but Slemmy and Ruru left alive here. Gonna do the 2-man retake. There's an op in the hands of Slemmy, a silence M4 in the hands of Ruru. Gonna try and work their way into the site. They haven't committed to it yet. Bomb has not been picked up by Nitro. Gonna try and cross through the smoke, makes his way across, goes for the repeak. Ruru will see him though, so Slemmy and Ruru should be moving their way up towards the door. They're just waiting this out at the moment though, playing very smart, intelligent Counter-Strike right now. Fake bomb plant goes down. Ruru's right there. He's got a smoke out. Here's Nitro. Goes for the repeat. Ruru will hit the headshot, and that will be 4 rounds for SKDC, as they're going to be on 3 rounds in a row here. And that dream of winning out and making this an 8-7.5 is very alive and well for SKDC.
Yeah, really well done by SKDC in that 2-on-1 scenario. It looked pretty bad there. I think it was Els pushing through that smoke a little bit prematurely, basically giving Nitro a free kill. But you know, Ruru and Slemmy played the perfect 2-on-2 Counter-Strike, just playing outside the site, waiting for that audio cue of the bomb plant, and then they made their move. Very standard Counter-Strike. We see Liquid taking over lower, just a very slow, methodical mid takeover. Elijah clearing out lower. SKDC playing 3 at A, 2 towards B. We actually see a rotate coming in. L's coming in from A, looking towards middle. So now it's evolved into a 2-1-2. They have heard a lot of noise in mid, and SKDC is actually pushing upper B. He's going to run into Flowsick. If depending on how this turns out for Liquid, it could do something great. Flowsick kills Ocean, gets traded by Stewie. And now let's see how Liquid reads this and rebuttals.
So now we're going to be even down here, 4-on-4. Ocean goes down. Flowsick is able to get himself a frag onto Ocean. The other frag will go in favor of Stewie 2K. 4-on-4 battle. Double upload coming from Team Liquid here. Nitro with an op in hand. We're going to have Adren with an op in his hands. It's looking like it's going to be a B split at the moment, as we're having 3 into the tunnels. One is going to be close to mid, trying to work his way out. But still, real close down in mid will be Els. And just as I say that, Nitro is able to take him down. Stewie 2K will move his way out of the bomb site, go for a more defensive position. Nitro will go on the flank watch here, as it will be a 4v3. 3 men trying to take that bomb site. Stewie 2K steps in, takes down a Dren, prevents the initial take as Fugly will trade him out though. And man, Nitro so low. There goes Elise trying to work their way in. Slemmy goes down to Fugly, and Nitro comes in from behind to get the frag. That's a round win for Team Liquid. They've officially won the half. So even if SKDC wins out from this point, that's only 7 rounds in their favor.
Insane buzzer beating kill by Nitro there. I mean, there's no time to plant the bomb. SKDC completely converging onto the site. Liquid or Nitro had such low HP, played it very passive, and just at the right second came out and got that kill on a Ruru coming in. So great answer by SKDC. Lots of economic pressure on the CT side. As you can see, there's only one player above $100 on that squad. So this is a very, very tight round for both teams. They need to win it clean. So let's see who wins the gunfights and how it plays out. Liquid all over Xbox per usual, taking over that catwalk control. There's a player on top of Cat. It's Slemmy, but he misses that shot. He's falling back, and Liquid capitalizing on it, just pushing through. They're already at elbow. Gets a kill onto Els as well.
Nitro hits a nice AK headshot onto Els. Ruru is going to be coming up from long, uses the smoke, steps out. A Dren will take him down. Flowstick and lower B will catch Stewie 2K on the rotate. So now Ocean and Slemmy both rotating into the B bomb site. Going to stick together here. They're going for the save. They want to save it up. They want to save that silenced M4, as round 13 was almost assuredly in favor of Liquid at this point. Bomb down, timer ticking away. Liquid is 5v2. They have the advantage now, 5 versus 1. And Slemmy not turning around, not thinking that anyone's going to aggress him from the B tunnels. And he's right for the moment. Flowstick backing out. They're going to go for the save. They dropped one rifle out of the hands of SKDC. And that will be 9-4 in favor of Liquid.
Yeah, well done, but Slemmy saving that op pretty big for SK as well, so they need him to have a significant impact this round. Maybe get some guns out of the hands of Team Liquid in a spot where some of his saving comrades can pick up that gun. So let's see. I'm going to take a look at Slemmy and see where they're positioning him. Looks like he's just going to do a flash peek middle, and they're going to push up middle or some sort. No, they're just crossing over towards B. But they're very close in that middle area. Liquid saw, I think, a bunch of players crossing there, gave him the green light to just go out long. There's 3 players out long. Slemmy already rotated over there, but he's brought up to 50 HP. SKDC pushing through mid, catch Nitro, and now Liquid have to get into this bomb site, and there's just fire bombs, nades coming in all over the place. Elijah takes down Slemmy, Flowstick takes down Ruru. And now Els pushing through that smoke, or excuse me, that was Ocean. Elijah picks that up, and Liquid, man, such a hectic round, but they stay poised, and now they're on top.
So it's going to be Els and Stewie 2K versus Elige, Adren, Flowstick, and Fugly. But down into the pit will be Flowstick down to 17 HP. Stewie 2K is going to try and wrap his way, or excuse me, Els will try and wrap his way around with that gun to cover his teammate. As Stewie 2K is going to look for a frag here. If he's able to grab one, they're going to try and let time expire here to get themselves a gun or two, but in a great position will be the number 7 man of Adren with the op. Now both players, that's actually Adren and Flowstick in the pit. Adren peeks out. Stewie 2K is going to get aggressive. Adren will back his way up. And actually Flowstick hits the headshot there, so now Els all by himself will save the rifle. But Liquid will go into the final round of the half up 10-4.
Completely dominant terrorist half by Team Liquid. I'm loving the variety of strategy we're seeing between mid Bs, long takes, and catwalk control. They're just showing a lot of different stuff here and keeps SKDC guessing. So we see them crossing triple op setup on T just for the cross, and then we see a few players switch out. Flowstick gets rid of that op, gets his M4 back, and now we're going to see them in a little more logical positioning around the map. Elijah working lower, 2 players working upper B. They actually have the player platform, who's that Stewie, doing tons of damage. Great peek by him, and he wasn't punished for it. So he's doing some good work here. It's a 3-2 setup for SKDC. So let's see what Liquid does. They have middle lower control, and they can leverage this into whatever they want.
So final round of the half here. Elige getting into a gunfight with the catwalk players. Slemmy goes down as Flowstick comes into the view. That's going to make it 5-4 in favor of Team Liquid at the moment. Damage coming across, though. L's trying to do all that he can. Couldn't quite do enough. Goes down to 27 HP. Still trying to fight just in case. They work their way out mid. Drops a good counter Molotov. but it looks like with long control at the moment and Elige taking down Ruru on the catwalk, that will make it a split for sure. Bomb working in that direction. Nitro takes down Ocean on the cross, so it's all going to be up to Els and his teammates 2-2K. No saves going to be happening here. They have to get aggressive. They have to make something happen. Adren's going to be looking at the double doors. Els works his way towards it, but the man from lower B, Stewie 2K, will get it as Nitro hits the touchdown grenade on the Els. Stewie 2K gets him another one onto Elige, but he's getting flanked at the moment. He's got to work his way up. Catwalk relatively quick here. Flowsick coming from behind. Stewie 2K steps up. And here comes the flank. Ever still coming. Nitro trying to hit the headshot. Nitro can't make it. Stewie takes down Fugly as Flowsick will close out the round. That is going to be an 11-4 half in favor of Liquid.
Oh yeah, great showing by Liquid on offense. Now they're switching over to the CT side. SKDC going on probably the side that they're better on most maps. I think they're a really good T-sided team, so they could definitely make this more of a run. This map's a little bit more T-sided than most on the all things considering in CS:GO. So the dream is still alive for them. It's possible, but man, Liquid, if they get this pistol round, it's absolutely devastating for SKDC. We'll see how it plays out. Liquid looking very sharp, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of USP headshots coming in this next round.
Yeah, definitely. Liquid is looking on point right now, so they're certifying their statement made in the ESWZ MSI qualifiers that what they did there was not a fluke. They are on point and looking good right now. The pickup of Flowsick is paying off for him. Nitro and Fugly both going off. Flowsick with 11 frags. Adren and Elige kind of lacking back a little bit, not by much. But they're definitely not doing as good at the moment as Nitro and Fugly, just because those two players are picking up all the frags.
Yeah, I mean, they're just doing such a great job. Nitro, especially in the clutch situations, just doing a lot of good stuff all across the map. I mean, normally when you see Nitro play a lot, in these earlier editions, like, in iBuyPower matches and Area 51 where he made his name, he was definitely more known as just like the all-around fragger, but you can see he's definitely matured on this Team Liquid squad, getting a lot more just important kills across the map. Very just having a way bigger impact than just straight up, oh, I'm headshotting these guys. He's positioning himself. He's getting the kills to really, screw with the other team, disrupting rotations and whatnot. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, man, Flowsick just taking the head off of Ruru. That's the #1 man for SKDC, so not a great start here. They're going into lower. Nitro is actually behind the box and lower. This is going to be huge. They have such a nice setup here.
Oh,
and
man.
Oh, man, the trap has been set. This CT pistol too strong. Slemmy top middle looking for something. They catch Nitro on lower. Can he catch Elijah? It does.
Oh,
so now it's a pretty even setup here. I mean, they are down one number, but for how that started and how much of a numbers gain it was for Liquid, we probably should have seen them fall back a little bit, but they opted to stay closer and stay more aggressive. Adren on catwalk, capping the head off of Els, and now Slemmy behind Xbox, picking up that bomb lower. Gooshing Adren a little bit. Actually, no, just doing some damage. There's a 3-man hunting team right behind him.
Still trying to hunt for that headshot onto Dren. That's all I can see at the moment. Still trying to fight for it. Doesn't know where the other CTs are, but they're placed near mid at the moment. One will step out. Slemmy takes down Fugly. 1 HP battle. Anything that hits him, he's done. Tries to go for the CZ in mid. Flowsick hits the headshot. That's a 2K for Flowsick. Kills between Elige, Adren, and Nitro. Liquid will be up 12-4.
Really beautiful pistol round by Liquid. I mean, we saw a double peak middle. Flowsick able to get that headshot on the player picking from T-spawn. And then they had a play, and then Nitro with a CZ goes lower. He has a teammate boosted up on catwalk to do a crossfire on lower, and SKDC stepped right into it. You activated my trap card, my friend. So now SKDC grouped up at back cat, smoke at middle. Looks like it might be a cat taker, some sort of semblance. They're all grouped up together. It's gonna be a walk. Oh man, flashbacks of SK on Dust 2 from like CPL 2003. We get a pop flash coming in. It's gonna be a nice one actually. They're going through the smoke. It'll catch Elijah, and this is a great start for SK.
That's going to be Ruru and Ocean teaming up for that frag there, but the gun advantage is going in favor of Liquid at the moment, trying to shut it down. Fugly will get the shot. Onto Slemmy. Ocean gets his own. Adren is right there. Stewie 2K low on HP. Works his way up the ramp. Oh my goodness. How did he make that happen? Only 9 HP, so it's now all up to Nitro. MP in hand. He's going to chest up, but it doesn't matter. Els will hit the shot. That's a 2K for Stewie. That's a frag for Ocean, Els, and Ruru. But one thing I need to touch on, Hurricane. I don't know what to be more afraid of. The fact that you dropped a Yu-Gi-Oh reference or the fact that I know what Yu-Gi-Oh is.
I think we'll get negative points for both. How about that?
Yes,
we'll just share.
right.
We'll just share the burden.
Fair
Don't
trade.
leave me hanging.
Fair trade.
So we see Team Liquid on the save here. They're actually doing 3 out long, and there's a player to honor there. And oh man, they take Stewie down. So that's a great start. Going up on the numbers game now. See if they can pick up that gun. But Ruru is right there, and actually just give it. So Elijah has that FAMAS, and SKDC has the read that there's 3 out long, and they go straight into a mid-B split. It's Fugly at the window, doesn't get the kill. They're looking for Nitro. Els picks up both of them, and man, SKDC, great read, great reaction, and the timing was beautiful. Liquid going for a quick retake here. Pop flashes in, Flow Stick is on his head. Goomba action again, and now Adren coming out window. Too many angles to clear. Wasn't able to kill that low guy. I believe that was Els. He had 15 HP. Just needed to connect the bullet on him, and it would have been a kill for Adren, but again, just too many things to look at, and Liquid on the rebound, trying to catch back, because I mean they won that pistol and then they got ecoed. That's a terrible economic situation to deal with. So they have to save 2. Looks like it's going to be a little bit of a CZ buy here, and let's see what they do with it. They're staying pretty standard here. Nitro doesn't spot anything middle, so he's actually pushed up lower. This guy is a beast with the CZ, and it's a sloppy play by El, but he gets on top of him. Flowsick gets the kill on the Stewie, and man, this is a wild round already.
Into 19. Excuse me, into round 19. Frags across the board. 1 per team at the moment. Stewie 2K is down. Nitro is down out of the way with an impressive push in the lower B. Couldn't collect a shot. And Els and Ocean team up to get 3 frags in total. Els with 3 by himself. Now it's all up to Fugly in the B bomb site. Els is hunting for it. Here's the sound. Tries to go for the shot. Does a little damage. Fugly will step out with the deagle in hand. Takes down Els. That will make it a 3v1 now. So Fugly on his back foot here, trying to rotate out. He does have himself an AK at the moment. He's getting pushed from the doors. He's got one in the tunnels. He's collapsed on at the moment. He has nowhere to escape. Ruru steps into the bomb site through the window, hits the shot onto Fugly, and SKDC is on the comeback train. That's 3 in a row after an eco round victory for SKDC.
But here we go, first gun round for both of these teams on, at least for both of them playing against each other on a gun round. So let's see how they react. Adren has an op. I'm gonna look at him this round. It's gonna be an op battle between him and Slemmy. Slemmy just not even shooting at the guys crossing. He's waiting for that op duel. So smart on him, but Adren didn't engage. So let's look at the positioning by SKDC. 2 players lower. There's no upper B. There's a player at back cat. They're all grouped up around that Xbox. Very similar to what we saw Liquid do most of the first half. And a nice pop flash in middle pretty much stops Adren from seeing anything in mid. They're up catwalk. There's only 2 players in A, and he's only playing at the drop. So they're going to have to play full retake. Let's see if Elijah has the read what he should do. He definitely shouldn't be engaging 4 players coming on catwalk. So yeah, they're focusing on long, making sure there's no flank, and there's actually is one. It's Ruru. He's on the other side. Nitro picking up 2 kills. Flowstick squashes that flank. This is a beautiful retake A setup by Liquid. They get the bomb down as well. Nitro is doing big things. Looks at Els, and they get the easy kill on Elijah. Liquid reading that round beautifully. The nades by SKDC to set up that round where they flashed through mid. They caught Dren trying to do a head stack in middle so he could see over the smoke and back cat. They got to catwalk safely, and it was looking bad. I mean, it was Elijah, only one to honor that catwalk. And if he would have made that mistake to engage all 4 of those players, it would have been an easy round for SKDC in my opinion. But he fell back, grouped up with his teammate, and it looked great. Liquid on top of their game.
Now we have SKDC still trying to battle back here. Liquid will force us into a 13-7. They have the advantage onto a full buy, essentially, for both teams. Except on the side of the CTs, Nitro not going with head armor, doesn't matter, hits the first shot onto Ruru. Ocean will trade down Flosic though, trying to keep this close. They don't want to have them, don't want to allow Team Liquid to have a two-man advantage. Ocean still trying to fight Elige at long. Oh, Elige steps out. Ocean will walk around the blue bin towards the doors in the CT longhouse, and Dren works up. Can he hit?
Wow, what a beautiful smoke.
But Ocean, right there, pushed up, works his way into the smoke, drops down. Nitro drops onto his face, and actually Fugly hits the shot. So Ocean gets himself 3 on the round, not quite enough to get the round win, and Liquid will go up 14-7.
What a beautiful retake. I love that play by Dren coming up from elevator with an op. That's really hard to do, especially in the pro scene. You know, so many angles to clear out, but he waited for his teammate on catwalk, eliminating a lot of the pressure of clearing out angles by himself. Smokes off that long cross on the right, so that player at long was Ocean completely isolated, and he got that easy one-on-one fight on ramp, pre-aimed it beautifully. Dren experience shining through on this team. Now we see SKDC taking over lower with 2 players, it looks like 3 with the bomb, and 2 players back cat. It's gonna be a long takeover. A smoke coming, or flash going in through that smoke. It's gonna be Stewie2K. See what he can do with it. Picks up Nitro. Can he pick up a Dren? Picks up both. And man, what a play by Stewie. They have a mid B split already.
Trying to work their way into this bomb site. Can they take it down? That is going to be Els removing Fugly. Flosic will trade out Ocean though, and we're only going to have Elige left alive versus Flosic at the moment. So Flosic steps out, or excuse me, Elige will step out. He takes down Ruru, but quickly traded out by Stewie2K. So it's up to Flosic, and just like that, SKDC will answer back, all off the back of Stewie2K, getting himself a 4K on the round. That will make it 14-8 in favor of Liquid.
Yeah, getting completely caught, like looking at that smoke. There's a smoke middle. You gotta think that they're saving, and they were looking at the smoke for people to emerge, but unfortunately there's a flashbang that came out of that smoke first, blinding both of them, and just easy 2 kills for Stewie2K. Too easy, as that guy's already skilled enough. Don't make it easy enough on him. So we see Liquid on the save. Same stuff we've been seeing from SK so far. Now they're actually converging on middle. Flosic trying to come out long with Elige, but Ruru just damaging him too much, killing one of them in the process. So we see Liquid gamble stacking at B. And unfortunately, SKDC has their sights on A. They get that second kill at long. Els lower, gonna spot this push from the CTs. Can they get this kill? Gets 1, gets 2. He's low. It's only 6 HP versus 3 HP. Els falling all the way back. Molotov on the stairs. Dren, absolutely abysmal position. There's already a guy in T-spawn. Ruru, master lurk. And there's already a guy through B to come clear him out. So, man, SKDC just on top of their game, and Dren not even looking that way. Great anti-eco by SKDC, and they're trying to fight back into this match.
Yeah, I mean, the score will be 14-9 now. SKDC still has the opportunity to try and win the map. Liquid has not sewn up at least the overtime yet into match point. They're going to be no, it's going to be actually a save here. They're going to go for some pistol armor buys again. So this should be 14-10 unless Liquid can come up huge here with an with an eco of their own. SKDC getting aggressive out long. Elige hits the one dig on to Els. That's going to be a good opener. Still 1 terrorist there. Can he stay up? Not able to make it happen as the Dren will take down Stewie2K. Slimy answers, removing Flosic from the round. It will be a 4 versus 3, so the eco is alive and well here if you're Team Liquid. And they're kind of working down the middle at the moment as Team Liquid's trying to work through the B tunnels. They might get a good catch here if they can make this happen fast enough without allowing the terrorists to get out mid or up the catwalk easily. Ocean very low on HP, down to 2. Nitro almost removes his head. And Ocean down to 2 HP, so still a 4-on-3 as the terrorists are kind of locked down on catwalk at the moment, and 1 at long A.
Yeah, but Liquid have a pretty good setup for the situation here. Ruru is lurking long, both of his teammates up catwalk, but there's 2 players at Liquid still in the tunnels. Elige getting a little impatient here, and oh man, he had a perfect setup. He didn't need to do that, and now Ruru's going to come out, but does he know that a Dren's in there?
Nitro!
Man. Nitro hits some amazing shot, and he's on the bomb. Ruru coming up long. He's going to have to deal with Fugly. Fugly gets that kill. And oh my goodness, I didn't get to see that. Explain to me what happened.
That was the most ridiculous jumping one tap from a P250 I've ever seen in my entire life. He jumped towards the ramp side of things, ended up shooting over the double box in sight and hitting the shot while the Team Liquid, or excuse me, while the SKDC member was trying to plan it for catwalk.
Oh my goodness! What
That was
unbelievable play.
absolutely ridiculous that Nitro hit that shot.
Wow, what a great answer by Liquid on that second buy, just trying to solidify the money, and man, they capitalized big time getting that round win. We see SKDC working 4 players and in the B tunnels, Ruru on the lurk, per usual, at Backhat, just holding it down, and SKDC, let's see what they go from here. Lots of pre-smokes coming out from Liquid, so it's going to be hard to execute through that. They're going to wait it out. They send 2 lower. They're fighting Adren. Adren gets a big pick on the L's and falls back. Great pick there by Adren, and moves around, stays mobile. They're expecting him at Cat, and man, he's already at B tunnels, or excuse me, at double doors.
Yeah, I can't even talk after Nitro hit that shot. That was, like, dude, that was absolutely retarded. That the dumb luck of that happened. Nitro trying to work with the op here. Liquid at match point at the moment. It's going to be a 5 versus 4. SKDC still not laying down here. They do not want to let Team Liquid walk away with a 16-9 victory. They need to collect a round, but Els is out of the way, and Ruru still in this. Same with Slummy, Ocean, and Sui2K, but the big story here is Ruru really hasn't got going. I mean, essentially bottom fragging for his team at the moment, as Team Liquid is looking definitely on point right now. Oh my goodness, the Dren hits the shot. Fugly grabs another one. Fugly can't go down, and it's all up to Slummy inside the B bomb site. He gets absolutely torn apart by Fugly on the step through the double doors. That's a 16-9 victory in favor of Team Liquid, and they were looking very, very good on Dust too.
Absolutely. So really well done. I think that was a little bit expected though, as SKDC just isn't that great on Dust 2. They've had their worst results in this league by far, and they just padded that stat even more. That's another loss in the column. So they're 1-4 on Dust 2. Probably need to rework some things, but now we're going into Mirage, and it's clean slate for SKDC. They need to fight back, get this tie, kind of get that wake up call, and let's see how they handle that loss.
Yeah, man, that was Nitro vacation incoming. No, not really. Nitro's an animal. For those of you who've never seen Nitro play, you guys are in for a treat. The dude is ridiculous. The same with Rue on the other side of things, and Stewie2K. And I mean, dude, just both of these teams have so much talent between them. It would be it would be world-ending if all the talent on both of these teams started to go off at the same time. I don't even know what would happen. It's ridiculous. Like, the amount of frag potential between the players in these teams is absolutely insane. If they all go off at the same time, I have no idea what would actually happen right there. But I mean, Liquid doing everything they needed to on point, hitting the aim battles that they needed to in one-on-ones, getting the trades where they needed, played together as a unit, as a cohesive team, very effectively. And like I said earlier, Liquid looking like they're trying to put a stamp on the fact that, hey, what you guys saw in ESWC was not a fluke. We are here, and we are going to become one of these top North American teams once again.
Absolutely. And I think one of the big issues I saw with SKDC is the lack of fragging power from Ruru that map. Ruru is an absolute, he's way better on CT side than he is on terrorist side, because his terrorist side, he is the lurk. It's going to be very dependent on his team to get entry kills, so he can have very readable situations. Normally playing off audio cues when he's lurked up, he's at a choke point. Here's that the CT is rotating, and then he can make his move on them and get an easy prey. I saw a lot of the times they're just very aware of how SKDC plays. They squashed him a few times alone on those lurk rolls, just because of the sheer fact that SKDC wasn't getting very clean entries into the site. It was very hard fought every single step of the way. And I mean, on CT side for SKDC, they just saved a lot because of how successful Liquid was on T side. So we didn't get to see a lot of gun rounds for Ruru to play with, and I think he makes a lot of his the biggest impact, at least on the match, on the CT side.
Definitely, and this is a map that we've seen Ruru go absolutely unbelievably ham on in that A bomb site, so SKDC might have a good chance here to take down Liquid, but Liquid is looking on point at the moment. But what we're going to do now, guys, is while we're into this break period, we're going to take hopefully a quick break. I don't want to say quick for sure, but we're going to take a break while we're waiting for the players to ready up. Once we are about to go live in-game, as we're waiting for one player to reconnect now and players to ready up, we will bring it back into round number 1, SKDC versus Team Liquid, map number 2. SKDC trying to fight to get a win and make this a tie for the night.